Hello everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals, and today we are continuing on in my series From Inspiration to Junk Journal. This is series number 8, and this is part 2. And if you recall, in the previous video, I started prepping my signature pages with some of the preliminary decorations and embellishments. And like I said previously, I like to do a lot of this before I add the signatures into my spine, just because I find it's easier to work with. And with that being said, I do add things after the signatures are put into the spine, but I find that this is the easiest method for me. So with that being said, last time we added belly bands, pockets, and some tags, and I went through each of my signatures and did some more of that. And so once I've done that, I go back and look at my pages and my tags and my belly bands and just see what speaks to me. I look at it and say, hey, what does this need? And so that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to continue on with some further embellishing and some more decorating. So yay, I am excited about that. And I wanted to say thank you to Karen and Nicole. I really appreciate all you guys commenting on my videos. And like I've said before, I wouldn't be here without you, and it means the world to me. So thank you very much. So I have 2 signatures here today, and I hope I get to everything, because once I get going, my mind is like, going a million miles an hour. And so let's just dive right in. So I am going to just take one of the signatures, and this is a side tuck, and I wanted to add something to this. And so I'm going to take the first page out. And another thing that I wanted to mention that I like to do is add my stamping and my stenciling, because once the signature is in your spine, it kind of can get bulky and you can't get as good of a stencil or a stamp. So I have done some of that, and I will show you as we get into it here if we come across those pages. But I think this needs something. Yes, it is pretty just like that, but you know me, more is more. That's my motto. So I was thinking, and I've got some of my laces here and ribbons and trims, and so hopefully I've gathered everything that I think I might use today. So what speaks to me is this gorgeous burgundy pink right along here. I love that color. So I have some burgundy ribbon, or trim, if you want to call it that, and I thought it would look really pretty like that. So I want it on the underside, but I want it peeking out. And on the other side, it's still going to look pretty. See, there's one of the wallpaper belly bands we did. Oh, and another thing, see, as I get going and I see things, I like to add additional images onto the page. So isn't that image pretty? This is from Raindrop, Lila. Oh, one of her Bohemian Ephemera collections. I love that. So that just brings a pop to the page, and it's the gorgeous color scheme, and there's some of my stenciling. So let's just get going on getting this attached here. So let me get my scissors. Where's my scissors? Okay, here we go. I'm going to make it a little bit longer because I like to have things hanging over the edge, just because I think that that looks pretty. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to cut another strip about the same length here. So I'm going to get that going like that. And I'm going to fold that out. And here's another thing that I did do, is I did do some stenciling with some modeling paste. That's another thing that I like to do just because it's easier. So I did that on some of the pages. So like I said, I want this to be sticking out on each side like that. But here's what I'm thinking. So when you flip this back over, I thought, let me move this one out of the way, it would be even prettier having something underneath right here, like a contrasting color. So I am going to grab some of my lace bits here and see what I think looks good. I don't know. Let's see. This is an old tablecloth, so that might look good. So I might just stick that underneath right along there. Now, you know what? Well, I don't know. This is how I craft here. I try stuff and then I say, oh, I don't like that, or oh, that doesn't work for me. But I'm thinking that that might work for me right along here. And you guys know how I love to do the scrunch technique. So that looks really cool because you can see the burgundy and you can also see the cream. So we have got to get this put down. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac because this, I feel, is a little bit stronger of a hold than the Art Glitter Glue. And I'm not going to get a lot here, but I am going to, you know, kind of smush it up like that. And you can move it around a little bit. I just like the effect that it gives when it's not what am I trying to say? I like the effect when I scrunch it up because it kind of gives a 3D effect, and I just like the way that looks rather than when it lies flat, but that's just personal preference. And let's see how that looks on the other side. I may have to move it around a little bit. Yeah, I think I want to do a little bit more of the smush technique here. So you can move it around for a little bit. The Fabri-Tac doesn't totally adhere really, really fast. So you can move things around a little bit. So, okay, I think I like that. So that looks wonderful. And then we're going to get this going. And like I said, I do want it sticking out here. So let's see. I think for that, I'm going to still use my Fabri-Tac, but I'm going to be really careful as to where I add it, just because of the glue glob situation that I don't like. And so I'm just going to tack that down, and I am going to sew around the edge of this whole page here, but I'll do that in a little bit. Let me get that set up, let that sit for a minute, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Hold on just a second. This ribbon fell off my table. Okay, so there's one side. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I have another strip that's cut here. So I'll cut that down. I know I say this all the time, and I apologize if I say things too often. I love to layer. I just do. I just think it's just fabulous. All right, so let's do the old smush technique again here. Okay, see how that's looking on the other side. Let's smush that around. And I like when it kind of goes like this side in and out. So I'll see if I can duplicate that. See what I'm saying? Like that. Oh gosh. Okay. So my husband and I went on like a little hike. That was hike and walk at the same time. We went on a little hike this morning. Jeez. And it was windy and freezing, and then it got hot, and then it was windy and freezing. So here I am, you know, in my winter coat. I've got my gloves on, and my husband's out in shorts because he never gets cold. It was pretty funny, but it still is nice. And you know, just getting out is good for the soul. But of course, you know, while I'm out there, I'm thinking about, you know, what I'm doing on my journals. Oh, is that bad? I don't know. Is that bad? No, because I love doing this. All right, now I'm having problems getting the same smush technique going on this side, so just gonna have to deal. All right, so that looks pretty good. This one is kind of weird right here. Let me smush that down a little bit. So I've got more ideas, you guys, for this journal. Did I cut another one of these? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm excited to share all those with you. All right, so there again, I want to tack down the edges, but not get too much glue, right? Okay. Oops, there's a little bit too much here. Let me get that off of there. I do not like excess glue. And to me, certain things work with the art glitter glue and other things work better with the Fabri-Tac. And that's just what I've found from, you know, using both of those products for so long. Oh man, okay. So let's see how that looks on the other side. I think it looks fabulous, except this needs to be smushed in there. All right, so I need to mess with that a little bit here. Until, you know, and it's like you keep doing stuff until it looks good to your eye. And I'm going to cut this down because I'm covering up that gorgeous digital right there, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so that looks awesome, and I do want some of this sticking out here too. So maybe I smushed it too much. Oh, well, that's okay. All right. Okay, so there is two things that I do like to do is add the laces to the corners like so. And then from here, I'm thinking it needs something up here, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe a fabric tab up at the top. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man. Okay, let's see how that looks on the other side. I think it looks great. So I'm going to just cut that down and kind of fray the edges here, right? Because I love that. Get that going like that. And then let's see how that looks on the other side. I do not want to mess up my corner that's sticking up. So maybe I'll move my little tab over a bit. Yeah, okay. Get that glued down. Come on. On that side. And then I'm going to flip it over on this side and do it right like that. Come on, Fabri-Tac. I'm getting down to the end of my bottle. And then, I don't know if this happens to you guys, when you get towards the end of your bottle of Fabri-Tac, it starts getting funky. Like it squirts out and does all sorts of weird stuff. All right, okay. So there is a more embellished page of one of my signatures. So I'm going to put that back in, and I just love the way that looks. Oh, yay. All right, so continue on here. Let me see. There was another thing I wanted to show you guys, and I am going to go through and add some more laces here. Let's see what I can find here. I don't see any on this signature, so maybe we'll have to do the next signature with some more laces. Okay, so here's the next thing I wanted to show you guys. This is fun. So I'll move all this out of the way, and then I'm going to get one page out of the signature. This is just one of the pages. And I made some tags, but we're going to do something different with these tags. We are going to make a pocket out of them. So let me show you what I did. This is just one of the pages from the signature, and I did do just a little fold around here that has a little tuck on the other side, but I thought this was cool. So what I did is I did just some cardstock, and I added a little tuck right here with a tag on each side, but I did a little fold up. So what's going to happen is that's going to go right here. So you're going to have a tag on both sides, but I wanted it the other way, I think. Didn't I? I don't remember. Oh man, I think I did. Did I want it like that? Nope, I wanted it the other way. I think. I don't remember. Jeez. What did I do, you guys? No, I think it was like this. Sorry, when I do things ahead of time, see how that happens? But what I want to do is I want these to be on the page. I don't want them to come off. So we're going to glue these down. So I'm going to glue this tag down. And I think it's kind of fun to make pockets out of tags. It just gives the page a different look. So I'm going to glue that down just along the edge and the bottom here, like that. Make sure I don't have any extra glue. Right along the bottom like that. And then I'm going to glue this one down also. Right along the bottom, and then up on the left, or excuse me, it's the right side, because I want the left side open so that it creates a pocket right along there. So I'm going to get that going right there, and then do the same thing on this side. Just going to glue along the bottom here. Come on. Like that. And then I think what I'm going to do on this side is leave everything open here. I think. Let me think about this here for a second. Do I want another tuck? Yeah, I think I do. So I'm going to move this over just a little bit. Move it over just a tad, if I can. There we go. And then that right along there. And then go up the side. Okay, so there you have it. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Look at that. Make sure I don't have any glue. I don't. And then, quick and easy, right? Here is a pocket page made out of tags. So, you know me, I had to stick some ephemera in there. So look how pretty this is. Look at that pretty lady. And then I've just got a little bit of ephemera right there. And I think that looks fabulous, like so. Doesn't that look great, you guys? And how quick and easy is that? Is to make tags into pockets. Now I am going to sew around that also, but I'm not going to do that right now. So let me get out. I'm going to put this back in my signature here. I'm going to get out my other signature here, and we're going to do some different things. All right, now here's another signature. And remember this little tuck thingy that, that I didn't know what to call? I think this needs some lace. So, continuing on here, I think that looks beautiful, but that looks really pretty like that, doesn't it? I don't know what to do. I also thought of another idea here. Hold on just a second. Let me see. Maybe getting out some ribbon here, threading it through like that. Get that little string out of there. And then tying this just right across the center. So you're still going to have your tuck, but you also have a ribbon right like so. So that's what I like to do, is look at things that have, you know, tucks and pockets and just think of what goes with it. Now this one is a little bit off so far as, you know, the length of the ribbon here, so I might just cut this baby down a little bit like that. So then you have an additional little tuck right along the front there. You still have your tuck. Let me get some more little ephemera here. Right along the inside right here. You've got another tuck right there. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even think of that before. Oh man, this is fun. Okay, and then I'm wondering if the lace would look, I'm wondering if you can still add your goodie underneath the lace. I think you can. I think so. Or do you think that, I don't know, let me see. Let's try something else here. I'm thinking out loud here. Maybe a skinnier piece of lace. Like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I kind of like this larger piece. So we're just going to go with it. Oh, and there's another thing that I did do, is I did do some embossing powder. There's another good thing to do ahead of time, you guys, is do some embossing powder. Okay. Yeah, I really like that. That's really pretty. So this time I am going to use the Fabri-Tac on this delicate piece of lace here, just because I feel that it'll be secure, but you don't have the tendency to get the big glue globs. Oh, wow. This is so cool. Oh, I love this. Okay. There we go. And I did only go right along the edge there. And I am going to sew around the edge right along here. And that looks absolutely fabulous. Now, remember this down here from the last video? I had this little blob right here. I don't know what that was. Well, of course, I've got to fix the blob because I don't like that. So what fixes little things like that better than ribbon or little bits of ephemera, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, see, look at how cute that is. I'm just gonna stick that little guy right there. Okay, glue that down and you never know, right? So I'm going to get this glued down here. Make sure I'm not getting any glue on my table. All right. Make sure there's no glue there. And just put that right across the bottom like that. Oh, quick and easy, right? And what a fun additional embellishment. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then, you know, like I said, you got your little tucks on the side here, one that goes all the way through. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. And additionally, see, the one thing leads to another. What about adding a little charm right along your little bow here? Oh, I might have to do that. Okay, so there's another idea right along there. And what about adding fabric to your pages? So I've clipped that on, and I absolutely love, here's another tapestry that I have. I think that that looks so good right there. Now, do I want to flip up? Or do I want to tuck? Or do I just want to leave it? I don't know. That is a good dang question. So what I'm thinking here is kind of a fold up, but I was thinking of putting two little holes up at the top right here. And I think I've done that before, or maybe just one and adding a bow. Let's see. Let me see here. I think what I'm going to do is get out my hole puncher here. I'm going to take this page out of my signature. And I think maybe I won't do a fold up. I don't know. It's so many different choices, you guys. I think what I'm going to do is add some holes up at the top for a ribbon. I'm going to stand up to do this because I can't, whoa, can't see everything. There's one. Do the eyeball method too. And it does go through the fabric and the paper underneath, so that's awesome. All right, and then let me grab a couple little grommets here. And I'm gonna kind of go with gold because this journal has a lot of gold in it. And I'm going to just add this right along the top. Get that through there. So like I said before, I gotta figure out which way this goes. I usually have a general idea of, you know, what I'm going to do, but, you know, once you get rolling, other things come to mind, things change. Let me see if I can get this. And, you know, different stuff comes to mind. Put that one right there. Get my crocodile. Get that going. Yay. Yay, hey. All right, so that looks wonderful right across here. I'm going to fray the top just because I like that look here. Let's see, what kind of ribbon? I don't know. I got so many ribbons over here. It's, I don't know. See how this one looks. Let's see how this looks. No, actually, I don't like this one. See, here I go again, changing my mind. Maybe some olive green. That, I think, would look really pretty. Yep, it's looking good, you guys. This journal is definitely going to have the deep, rich colors in it, because that's based on the tapestry cover that I showed you guys earlier. So I'm, you know, playing with those. Come on. Now, why does this always happen that when I'm filming, ribbon doesn't go through things? Like, you know, playing off of this gorgeous tapestry here. So that is the inspiration for the whole journal here. All right, so there is that, and I absolutely love it. And I like sometimes the ends sticking up at the top. So there you have it on that. There's another great idea, and this is so easy to do when your signatures are just out, because you can move things around. Now on the back side here, remember I've got a little tuck right here, but there again, I think this needs some lace or something. I like to add borders to my things. I just do. So let's see what else we have. Do I have some more of this? I think I do. I don't know. Let's see. What do I have here? Have some lace just like that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that right along there like that. Okay, now here comes the art glitter glue. Glue that right along the side there. Let me just do the whole thing while we're at it right here. So thanks for hanging with me today. I like crafting with you guys. It just makes my day. It truly does. And this is just, you know, this is how I roll. This is what I do when I'm making a journal, is I look at each of the pages and I kind of, you know, build off of each page. And I just let the page speak to me, and it says, this needs something, that needs something. Now here is another one of the tags that I created, just like the one that we did in the other signature. And I do want to add this, just a one tag as a pocket. So I am going to do that, but I'm also going to add some of this same lace. Let me cut this off onto the other side. Put that right along the side there. Whoops. I'm going to go along the interior of this fabric too, or I should say this lace too. This guy likes to flip around on me. Okay, let's see. What am I doing? Going along the bottom here, just along the, you know, thicker parts of the lace, just to get it tacked down, because I will sew this. I get it going the right way. Actually, there is really no right way. It's just what way I had the glue on it. Okay, so that is going to go like that. And then I am going to attach that tag right there. It's just, I like that. I like having tags that are secured down, because underneath you can put more tags. So let's see, I'm going to glue this. And I did do double-sided tags, because sometimes I make tags ahead of time and then I don't know what I'm going to do with them, or I'm not sure how I'm going to use them, I should say. And for this particular instance, he's going to get glued down and sewn. So with that, I am going to stop the camera and I'm going to sew around what we just did. And I'm going to show you the end results. And I'm so excited. So hold on just a minute. All right, I have finished sewing around some of the borders, and let me show you what I've done. And of course, you know me, I've got to add embellishments, right? I can't help myself. So I've sewn all the way around the edge. I did stick in some embellishments right here, and I had to add this gorgeous sari trim. And I got that off of a garment that I got at Goodwill a long time ago, and then I added some tulle underneath, and I just think that that finishes the page. And there is the interior, and I've stuck, you know, a postcard in here. I don't know if that's going to stay in there, but I've got 2 additional belly bands there. And then along the back, I just think that that looks gorgeous. And then let me get out the other page that I did right here. And let me move the rest out of the way here. There is the page, the double tag pocket area. And this has a little, you know, belly band to stick some mini ephemera in. I did sew all the way around the edge and added a little bit more lace on that side. And then there is the flip up of the other tag. And I tucked another vintage advertising card underneath. And I just love how simple that was. And it just adds such a beauty to the pages. And then there is another little tuck spot right there for some little ephemera right along the side there. So that's those 2 pages. And then on the other journal, let me get that out. What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. Or I should say the other signature, not other journal. My apologies. Here is the cover page that we did together. And I stuck a postcard in there. There's the little ribbon. And I did decide when I sewed all the way around the edge of, excuse me, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I did decide to sew all the way around. So I've got a side tuck right along here. And then, oh, got stuff flying everywhere. Got 2 little pockets at the bottom here. And then there's that other tag that has been attached to the side. And even though it's a tag, I just think it looks great as a corner right along there. And we've got a little spot for some ephemera, you know, right along here also. And then on this page, let me get this one out. I did sew all the way around the edge, and remember we added that bow. And then on the other side, there is that lace we added, and I did sew all the way across and added a little fabric flip up. So there you have it, you guys. More fun ways to decorate your pages before adding them into your signature. And I absolutely love how they turned out. And I hope you guys do too. So I'm excited for the next video. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but we're going to continue on working on my journal. So I hope you guys will join me. And thanks again, everyone, for watching. I truly appreciate it. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.